Yes, in the last class, due to technical problems, we may not complete the topic. So now again, I am going to discuss about the same topic, that is the relation between spherical coordinate system and Cartesian coordinate system. So to get the relation between spherical and Cartesian coordinate system, what are the points which are having in Cartesian coordinate system as x comma y comma z? The point which is in spherical coordinate system is r comma theta comma phi. Now we will try to mark a point on x comma y comma and z axis. So see, this is a x comma y comma z axis, and if you imagine that your point P is x comma y comma z is here, okay. Now see, the same point should be at this location in the spherical coordinate system to get the relation between spherical and Cartesian coordinate system. So if you imagine that the same point r comma theta comma phi at this location, so see, what is the distance between this origin and point P? This is the distance which is r in the spherical coordinate system. And see, if you draw the half plane in the spherical coordinate system, first I am relating this point to the spherical coordinate system. This is the half plane, okay, and it is making an angle how much? It is making an angle phi. So now we have r phi and it is in theta. So now I marked a point which is having r comma theta comma phi in the spherical coordinate system. Now how can you relate the spherical coordinate system point in the Cartesian coordinate system? But just by bringing this point to the downwards, downside, you will get x comma y axis if you mark like this. And see, this point is having x comma y comma z units. That means, what is this length? It is y units, and it is x units, and it is z units. Okay. Now just mark the points O, A, B, C, D, and it is E. Okay. So see, now it is easy to relate. So from this triangle O A B, I don't know this value. What is this value? It is OP. As OP is parallel to, sorry, it is OB. As OB is parallel to ED, if you calculate ED, that is equals to OB. So now I am trying to find out the ED value from this right angle triangle. It is a right angle triangle. From right angle triangle OED, OED, apply sine. Why? Because we are going to get the opposite side. So opposite side is defined in which trigonometric ratio? It is in the sine ratio. So that's why applying sine theta. Sine theta is equals to, for this theta opposite side is ED. So ED by hypotenuse is R, OD is ED. So ED is equals to, how much it is? R sin theta. That means as ED is equals to OB, whatever the length of ED, it is R sin theta equals to OB. That means this length is also R sin theta. Okay. Next, apply cos in the same triangle, cos theta. Apply cos. It is the adjacent side, it is Z. By hypotenuse is R. That means Z is equals to your R cos theta. Consider it is equation number 1. Okay. Now we have two triangles here, that is OAB and OCB. So from triangle OAB, I am applying cos phi. Initially I am applying cos phi is equals to, it is a right angle triangle 90 degrees. Why? Because your axis is not like this. Your axis is perpendicular to board. So that's why here this is a 90 degrees. So by applying cos phi here, what is the adjacent side to this phi? This is OA. OA by what is hypotenuse? It is AB. That means it is Y. So OA is equals to, is it correct or not? Cos phi is equals to adjacent side is OA by, sorry, hypotenuse is r sin theta, r sin theta. That means it is equals to, OA is equals to how much it is? It is x. That means x is equals to r sin theta and cos phi. Consider it, this equation is number 2. Similarly, apply sin phi. Sin phi is equals to, opposite side is y by hypotenuse is r sin theta. Same. So which is equals to, y is equals to r sin theta sin phi. Okay, this is equation number 3. Now next step, squaring and adding, squaring and adding equation 1, 2, 3 on both sides. So that is equals to x square equals to r square sin square theta cos square phi. Next, y square is equals to r square sin square theta sin square phi, and z square is equals to r square cos square theta. Okay, if you add these 3 equations, what you will get? You will get x square plus y square plus z square is equals to, r square is the common. Okay, r square is the common. R square sin square theta is the common for first 2 terms. So that's why I make it common. R square sin square theta is the common, and it is cos square phi plus sin square phi. Next, plus cos square theta, r square cos square theta, it is 1. Okay, from these 2 terms r square is again common. So sin square theta plus cos square theta, it is also again 1. So finally x square plus pi square plus z square is equals to r square, or r is equals to under root of x square plus y square plus z square. So if he is given x comma y comma z values in the Cartesian coordinate system, by using this formula we can calculate r value in the spherical coordinate system by using this formula. Okay, so what are the coordinates which are in the spherical coordinate system? R comma theta comma phi. R is calculated from this formula, x square plus y square plus z square under root. So how can you calculate theta? So theta, to get the theta, to calculate theta value from equation 1. What is the equation 1? Equation 1 is z is equal to r cos theta. Cos theta is equals to, it is from equation 1, cos theta is equals to z by r, or z is equals to, sorry, r is equals to z by under root of x square plus y square plus z square, or theta is equal to cos inverse. Okay, now we can calculate r comma theta from these 2 equations. Next, how can you calculate phi? By dividing equation 2 and 3. What is equation 2? So if you divide equation 2 and 3, you will get tan phi is equals to z by, this is equation 2. This equation 2 is equals to, x is equals to r sin theta cos phi, and equation 3 is sin theta sin phi. Okay. So by doing up and down, y by x is equals to sin theta cancel, and it becomes tan phi, or phi is equals to tan inverse y by x. This is the relation between Cartesian coordinate system and spherical coordinate system. I am writing summary here. So if x comma y comma z are given in the Cartesian coordinate system, so we can calculate r comma theta comma phi by using r is equals to under root of x square plus y square plus z square. Next, theta can be calculated from cos inverse of specific equation, cos inverse of z by under root of x square plus y square plus z square. Next, phi can be calculated from tan inverse of y by x. This is the conversion from Cartesian to spherical coordinate system. Okay. Now, so with this we have completed about Cartesian, cylindrical and spherical coordinate systems. Okay. Now I am drawing a table here. This table is very important. Please try to understand the table and remember the table. Okay. This is the first Cartesian coordinate system and cylindrical coordinate system, spherical coordinate system. Very important. Spherical coordinate system. Okay. First of all, I am drawing here. I am writing here the formula for differential vector length. Differential vector length. This is the differential vector length in Cartesian coordinate system. It is dl bar is equals to dx into ax bar plus dy into ay bar plus dz into az bar. Okay. Next, the differential vector length in cylindrical coordinate system, it is dl bar is equals to dr into ar bar plus r into r. What are the coordinates here? R comma, sorry, here we took d rho instead of r, rho comma phi comma z. So r d phi a phi bar plus dz into az bar. This is the differential vector length. And here dl bar is equals to dr into ar bar plus a theta or d theta plus r sin theta d phi into a phi bar. These are the vector differential vector lengths. And differential vector surface area. Differential vector surface area. It is ds x bar. That means differential vector surface area which is perpendicular to the front surface, or which is perpendicular, which is in the direction of x axis. If here d, if here x is there, the x term is not repeated in the expression, so that means it is considered as dy dz into x bar. Next, differential surface area which is in the direction of y axis or perpendicular to the y axis is dz and dy bar. Similarly, dsz bar is equals to dx into dy dz bar. This is the differential vector surface area, and differential value dv is equals to dx dy and dz. So what about here? Have to write here differential surface area which is in the direction of radius of cylinder or perpendicular to the surface area, which is equals to much is d rho comma phi comma z. So that's why here you get d phi dz. Check whether your r is getting here or not. Next, d s phi bar and ds z bar, and differential value here is r d rho. It is not a r, it is a rho d phi and dz. And what about here? Differential value is equals to r square sin theta dr d r comma theta comma phi. So dr d theta d phi. So what are the differential vector surfaces here? So differential vector surface area ds r bar and ds theta bar and ds phi bar. You can write it by observing last classes.